global stock market's daily trading volume averages $264 billion worldwide, and this is broken down into the daily average of $50 billion in the United States, £6 billion in the UK, and 4.5 billion Australian dollars in Australia alone. For the past 200 years, we've all been trading via the traditional stock market, a tried and tested way of investment, a regulated, centralized and geographically limited market, offering an extremely low speed of liquidity. And in 2017 came the global ICO craze, where over 430 cryptocurrencies emerged, amassing a total of $5 billion worth of coins. However, most of these coins failed in a spectacular fashion due to lack of regulation. ICO, also known as Initial Coin Offering, is a decentralized blockchain concept which boasts global availability. However, it is not available for listing on major exchanges, thus the reason it lacks control and regulation. A major shift is happening in the world of finance right now as we speak. S.T.O, also known as Security Token Offering, is offering the best of both worlds, securing its place as the next big thing since ICOs. S.T.O uses blockchain technology, and it is regulated under the traditional stock market. This allows blockchain and cryptocurrencies to restore some much-needed credibility. While traditional securities are slow and expensive, security tokens facilitate services at a lower cost. They are also traded on specialized security exchanges, providing investors with a convenient way to liquidate their assets. With S.T.O, we are no longer restricted geographically, as borders or regional regulations do not limit security tokens. Whether we like it or not, the world is rapidly changing right in front of our eyes, and our capability to transform and adapt is what ensures both our survival and success. Welcome to the equilibrium, a state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced, because for every yin, there will be a yang. And much like yin and yang, achieving the ideal balance between the two markets is vital to the progress of the financial ecosystem, and that is the guiding principle at the heart of Uni-Equilibrium, or Uni-E, the new token created within the Unihash Smart Contract blockchain technology. A total of 420 million coins will be issued, with 40% released via mining. Uni-E is the base cryptocurrency for S.T.O transactions, and the Unihash board is the S.T.O gateway under the Sydney Stock Exchange. With more than 2,000 companies featured in the Unihash board soon, the choices and potential are truly limitless. This is a call to action, to be a part of an ecosystem where all the action lies. The birth of a new arena, where you get the best of both worlds. The start of a new dream, where you can trade with peace of mind. And that is the beauty of the equilibrium.
One. Microbe Talk London, UK. About podcast. Microbe Talk is a podcast from the Microbiology Society, interviewing researchers about bacteria, viruses and parasites. It is the largest microbiology society in Europe, covering all aspects of microbial science. Frequency about 1 post per month. Podcast Microbe Talk. Podomatic. Facebook fans 27,050. Twitter followers 36,759. 2. This Week in Microbiology. Washington, D.C. About podcast. This Week in Microbiology is a podcast about unseen life on Earth, hosted by Vincent Ricaniello and friends. Ricaniello and guests produce an informal yet informative conversation about microbes which is accessible to everyone, no matter what their science background. Frequency about 1 post per month. Podcast listen notes. com/podcast/t. Facebook fans 358,363. Twitter followers 43,532. 3. Bacteriophiles. About podcast. The podcast for microbe lovers, reporting on exciting news about bacteria, archaea, and sometimes even eukaryotic microbes and viruses. Frequency about 3 posts per month. Podcast Bacteriophiles. Facebook fans 490. Twitter followers 348. 4. Meet the Microbiologist. About podcast, revealing more about microbiologists, the work they do, and what makes them tick. We ask them what they're up to now and what's next. How is the science moving forward to solve some of the intractable problems of our times? What keeps them going in a tough, competitive field? What do they see for the future of research, education, and training? Thus, this podcast is a glimpse of what scientists are really like and what's going on in cutting-edge research today. Frequency about 2 posts per month. Podcast listen notes. com/podcast/ Facebook fans NA. Twitter followers NA. 5. Grow Microbiology about podcast and audio podcast series dedicated to the sharing of ideas, best practices, teaching tips, educational solutions, and other exciting topics in microbiology. Frequency about 2 posts per month. Podcast Buzzsprout. com/1944995 Facebook fans NA. Twitter followers NA. 6. Micro Talk about podcast, the talks from the researchers in the field of infectious diseases. The podcast is hosted by South Texas Center for Emerging Infectious Diseases, STCED. Frequency about 1 post per month. Podcast Microtalk. Microbe World. Libsy. Facebook fans NA. Twitter followers NA. 7. Food Micro Minutes about podcast. Food Micro Minutes is a small group of students at the Department of Food Science at Cornell University who started the podcast dedicated to summarizing, connecting new literature in food microbiology with current and common knowledge.